All right, you're 19 years old now, a Roman bride. Congratulations, if that word still means anything. It's too late to run anyway. It's the year 89 CE during the reign of Emperor Domitian. Your name is Flavia. You come from a respectable household, and tonight Rome is going to show you what marriage actually means. Not the saffron veil, not the scattered walnuts, not the songs and laughter spilling through the streets. The other part, the part no one bothers to write down. You're barefoot on cold marble. The floor leaches warmth from your skin. Torches crackle along the walls, hissing as smoke crawls upward and music stains the ceiling. 7 witnesses stand behind you, still and silent, like carved pillars. They're not here to admire you. They're not here to celebrate. They're here to make sure you do exactly what a Roman wife is required to do. And no one thought to explain the details until now. Of course they didn't. You take a step forward toward the wooden shape waiting in the corner of the room, draped in heavy cloth. Your hands are shaking so badly you tuck them into your sleeves, hoping no one notices. Everyone notices anyway. No one offers help. No one looks away. Your mother's voice echoes in your head, the way it did this morning as she braided your hair with trembling fingers. Do not resist. Whatever they require, do not resist. Now you understand why she cried. Here's something Rome never pretends otherwise about. Marriage is not romance. Marriage is transfer. Your father signed you away. Your husband received you. You are the property. The contract is the ceremony. Your body is the receipt. Welcome to adulthood Roman style. You're still thinking about the noise outside. The men shouting obscene wedding songs, laughing too loudly because Rome believes laughter scares away evil spirits. Maybe it does. Or maybe it's just an excuse for grown men to shout instructions at a terrified teenage bride. You decide. Marcus Petronius Rufus, your new husband, 25 years older than you, carried you over the threshold earlier tonight. It was meant to be sweet. It wasn't. It was a reminder. Once brides were dragged inside whether they wanted to enter or not. Now the door is already shut. The noise fades. The silence presses in, heavier than the walls. You finally see the room clearly. The pnuba stands near the music center. The senior woman who controls every moment of this night. A priest waits beside her. 3 female slaves hold basins and folded cloths. A physician stands off to one side, a leather bag resting neatly at his feet, and in the corner, still waiting, the draped wooden shape. It's crowded for something everyone insists is private. The pre-nuba takes your hands. Her grip is firm, practiced, impersonal, like she's catching an animal that might bolt. You are now in your husband's house, she says. Translation, you belong here now. She guides you forward. You feel the witnesses staring into your back like nails being pressed into wood. Rome loves witnesses. Rome trusts nothing without documentation, signatures, and enough people to swear it happened. Survival here has rules. You learn them fast or you break. Rule 1, keep your head down and your mouth shut. You pull the cloth away. There it is. A wooden figure carved into a shape Rome rarely names out loud. Mutunis tutunis, a fertility god. God brides must greet before their husbands are allowed anywhere near them. The shape leaves no room for confusion. Its purpose becomes clear as the prenuba begins to explain what you must do. Mutunis tutunis was Rome's deity of fertility and sexual initiation. We know he existed because ancient writers mention him only briefly and always with visible discomfort. Centuries later, as Christianity swallowed Rome, St. Augustine wrote about the ritual with open outrage. Roman brides, he said, were required to perform a seated offering involving the statue, a sacred duty, a necessary step before consummation. You freeze. The room waits. The puba leans closer, her voice low, controlled, unyielding. You must ask his blessing, she says. You must offer yourself as tradition requires. Your stomach drops. Your mother's warning finally clicks into place. And here's the part no one told you. This ritual isn't symbolic, it's procedural. This is Rome's first verification step. The witness's music shift closer. The priest murmurs a prayer that sounds more memorized than believed. The physician adjusts his stance, already preparing for his role. You stand trapped between tradition, carved wood, and a truth that settles deep in your bones. You are not here to be honored. You are here to be confirmed. The pneuba steps behind you, repositioning you with brisk music efficiency, no gentleness, no privacy, just hands, commands, and eyes watching every movement. They call it sacred. You can already tell it's bureaucracy dressed in music religion. Rome never says this part out loud, but it's true. Every ritual tonight exists because men demand proof. Proof you are untouched. Proof you obey. Ed. Proof that any children born from this marriage will belong to your husband, and not to someone shouting songs outside earlier tonight. You are not a partner in this marriage. You are evidence. The pre-nuba gives instructions in a calm, practiced tone. The voice of someone who has overseen this too many times to feel anything about it anymore. The witnesses lean forward, not close enough to intervene, just close enough to remember. Your knees tremble, your face burns. You do it anyway. Because Rule 2 is simple. Refusal is punished. And Rome never pays the price. Women do. When it's over, the slaves move fast. One brings a bronze basin. Another pours scented water over your arms, washing you as if rinsing an object back to neutral. You're shaking, but no one meets your eyes. They've done this before. They'll do it again tomorrow. The priest mutters another prayer. Even he sounds bored. Roman religion isn't tender. It isn't comforting. It's a checklist. Gesture, offering, smoke done. Your body has just been music added to the list. Then the physician steps forward. He's older. His hair is pulled back neatly. The leather bag stays close to his side. He doesn't greet you. He doesn't need to. You're not a patient. You're a case. He examined you earlier before the ceremony. That was the before. The record confirming your virginity is already sealed. Now he needs the after. The puba music nods. The witnesses shift again. You stare at the floor and stop thinking. The physician works with cold efficiency, the same way someone inspects grain shipments or livestock. To him, you are not a frightened girl on her wedding night. You are property being verified. He finishes quickly and delivers a short clinical statement. A slave records it on a wax tablet. If your husband ever drags you into court, these 7 people will swear they saw everything. You want to scream, you don't. Screaming was never one of your options. The pre-nuba announces that the rituals of preparation are complete, which means the real ordeal hasn't even started yet. They lead you toward the bedchamber. The door is left open on purpose. Oil lamps line the walls, their flames steady and bright, refusing to flicker. Shadows stretch and slide across the stone like they're watching too. This isn't intimacy. This is inspection. Marcus enters last. Your husband. He doesn't look at you right away. His eyes go instead to the pre-nuba, like a student waiting for a signal he's afraid he might miss. That surprises you. You expected authority, confidence, certainty. Instead, he looks like a man about to sit for an exam he didn't study for. You sit on the edge of the bed. The sheets feel coarse beneath your fingers. You try to keep your hands still. They won't cooperate. The prenuba speaks the formal words she's repeated for decades. The gods have blessed this union. Let the marriage be consummated according to the laws of Rome. The sentence lands heavy like iron links dropping across your chest. The room feels smaller. Your breath shortens. And then the realization arrives, sharp and late. Everything so far was just preparation. Music, the real verification, hasn't even begun. The door stays open, the lamps stay bright. You sit there trying to breathe like a normal person while every rule Rome has ever invented presses down on your ribs. Marcus finally looks at you, not with not with tenderness. He looks at you the way a merchant checks a shipment for damage. Welcome to Roman marriage, romance optional, verification mandatory. He sits beside you, the bed cacks under his weight. The pre-nuba clears her throat. It's not a suggestion, it's a signal. In the hallway, the witnesses shift close enough to hear everything. That's the point. Museum plaques never mention this part. Roman consummation wasn't private, it was legal.